everyone, the purpose of this video is to discuss how to set up a meeting with registration and how to pre-assign breakout rooms. So here I have our Thursday religious school meeting open, the one that we created in the last video. But you can use this process either when initially creating your recurring sessions or when editing a meeting. So you're going to scroll down and click the registration required button, and that will bring up a few different options. For the purposes of our sessions, we probably want the first one, that attendees register once and can attend any of the occurrences. We click Save, and what that will do is it will generate, instead of a Zoom link, it will generate a registration link, and that's the link you want to share with your parents. And you want to give them the instructions that they need to register each learner in their household separately under a separate email address. Once they register, they will get a meeting registration success window that will give them a unique URL for that particular learner, and they have the option to import the meetings with the URL into any calendar that they use. They'll also get a confirmation email, which also gives them the URL, and also the option to import the meetings into a calendar. What's very important is to remind parents they should not share the URL between their learners or between families. Each URL is unique to that one particular registrant. So, enabling registration for your meetings opens up a new list of options down here in registration at the bottom of your meeting window. You can set it so that Zoom will automatically approve anyone that registers for your meeting, or that you need to manually approve your registrants. You definitely want to set it that you get an email when someone registers for your meeting so you can track who is registered and who hasn't. And then I like to unclick the Show Social Share buttons option so that registrants cannot share the registration email inappropriately. So a few more options. It will be preset to record your registrants' names and email address, but you can have a whole host of other options, or you can create custom questions so that you can also collect information about what grade your registrants are in, if that's something that you want to do. So after people register for your meeting, you'll see that you can manage your attendees. For the purposes of this video, I've pre-registered 2 learners. As you can see, one of them is me and one of them is my daughter. One of the unique features of having people pre-register for meetings is that you can come into this window and you can resend the confirmation email before each session, which may prevent having parents call, email, or text you for the URL since you can't generate it anyway. Each URL is unique to the registrants. Also, when you have learners pre-registered for your meetings, you can come up here in your meeting and enable the breakout rooms. And you can pre-register your learners for the breakout rooms. So when you click that button, it brings up a few more options. You can import from a CSV or an Excel file, although I find that process very clunky. It's easier sometimes to create them manually. So you can see I have no rooms created. So let's say I'm adding a 6th grade. It'll give me the default name Breakout Room 1, but I want to make this a 6th grade. And then I also want to set up a 7th grade. So now I have 2 breakout rooms created. So in the 6th grade, I want to put one of my 2 registrants. In the 7th grade, I want to put the other. The only difficult thing is you need to do this manually by email address, not by registrant's name. So I want to add one of my learners to this one. You can see then that learner will appear here, and then one of them to this one. And there we go. The only way that the breakout room pre-assignment will work is if you tell parents to log in their learners at zoom.us before entering the meeting. Otherwise, they will still enter the meeting by clicking the URL in their email or calendar, but they will not be pre-sorted into their breakout rooms. Thank you, and I hope you found this helpful.